So do you also wish to generate the blog post ideas automatically using an AI? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video we are going to understand how to generate blog post ideas using AI agent. So as a content creator, my objective is that whenever I'm going to add a new detail in my Google Sheets, then automatically using the details, OpenAI should generate the blog post ideas. And after generating the ideas, automatically that should be updated in my Google Sheet under a specific column. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my Google Sheets with OpenAI and Google Sheets using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me all take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. In this video, I'll show you how to use an AI agent to instantly generate fresh and SEO-friendly blog post ideas. If you're a content creator looking to save time and stay consistent, this will be a game changer. Alright, so as you all know that as a content creator, I often struggle to come up with the fresh and engaging blog post ideas, especially when I'm working on tight deadlines. So thinking of new topics every time can be time consuming and mentally exhausting. So by using an AI agent to generate blog post ideas, I can instantly get a list of relevant, creative and SEO friendly topics based on my niche or keywords. This saves me a lot of time, keeps my content calendar full and helps me stay consistent without my blogging. It's like having a brainstorming partner available 24/7. So here on my screen you can see my Google Sheet that I've already created with the name blog post ideas, and here you can see the fields that I've added over here such as niche, target audience, primary keyword and ideas generated. So now here my objective is as soon as I'm going to add a new detail over here till this primary keyword, then automatically using the details, OpenAI should generate the ideas, and after generating the ideas, automatically that should be updated in my Google Sheet under this specific column named as ideas generated. So here I've already built an automation where I've connected my Google Sheets with my OpenAI account and Google Sheets using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So now firstly here in this video we are going to see the working of this amazing automation to understand the entire process more clearly. So now to see the working of this automation, we are going to add a new detail over here in our Google Sheet. So let me add the details. And here you can see I have successfully added a detail over here where I've added niche, target audience and primary keyword. And here you can see as soon as I've added the detail, then automatically the ideas generated have been added over here by OpenAI. So with this, we have successfully seen the working of this amazing automation. And now here in this video, we are going to learn step by step that how you can build this automation by simply connecting your Google Sheets with your OpenAI account and Google Sheets using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to access the Pabbly Connect, you have to search for pabbly.com/connect in your browsers and it will take you to the homepage of Pabbly Connect. So here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get 300 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as generate blog post ideas using AI agent, and then here it is asking me to select the folder. So in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here. And it will take you to the forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Alright, so now let's move back to our Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this, that means action is a response towards that trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as Google Sheets, as I am adding new details in Google Sheets. So Google Sheets is a free web-based spreadsheet program that allows you to create, edit and share spreadsheets online. So in my Google Sheets trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as new or updated spreadsheet row, so that whenever a new data is added over here in our Google Sheets, then automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response, or you can say automatically this entire workflow is going to get triggered. Alright, so now here after selecting my trigger event, you can see I've received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So following the instructions given below, firstly I'm going to copy this webhook URL, and here I've already logged in my Google Sheets account. So this is my Google Sheet that I've already created with the name blog post ideas, and now I'm going to connect this Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect. So now here, before moving forward with the connection, firstly I'm going to add a new detail over here in my Google Sheets. So let me add the details. So here I've successfully added the details, and now here I'm going to build the connection. So here to build the connection, you need to install an add-on on your Google Sheets account first, and for that you need to click on this extensions, and from here you need to select add-ons. Now here in this add-ons you need to select get add-ons. Then here in this Google Workspace Marketplace, you have to search for an add-on, that is Pabbly Connect Webhooks. And then you need to install this particular add-on on your Google Sheets account in order to connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So here you can see it is already installed in my Google Sheets account. So I'm going to move back, and once you're going to install the add-on, you need to follow exactly the same steps. Alright, so I'm going to move back, and here after installing the add-on, you need to refresh your Google Sheet, and that's a necessary step. Alright, so now after refreshing the Google Sheets, you need to click on this extensions, and then you'll be able to see the option of Pabbly Connect Webhooks. So from here you need to select initial setup. Now here under this initial setup, you can see it is asking me to enter the webhook URL and the trigger column. So here in this webhook URL field, I'm going to enter the webhook URL that I've received in my Pabbly's workflow, and here for the trigger column it says the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So here in my Google Sheets, you can see my last data column where I'm entering the data is column C. So I'm going to enter my trigger column as column C, and then I'm going to click on this submit, and here you can see it says setup configured successfully. That means we have successfully set up a webhook inside our Google Sheets. So now here after building the connection, we are going to test this connection by clicking on the send test button given over here, and it says test data sent successfully. That means we have successfully sent the first row data of our Google Sheets to our webhook URL, that means to our Pabbly's workflow. So now let's go and check it, but here before moving back to Pabbly Connect, we need to perform another very important step to completely connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So for that you need to click on this extensions, and from here you need to select Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and now from here you need to turn on the send on event. So by turning it on, automatically whenever you're going to add a new detail over here in your Google Sheets, then instantly Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Alright, so now let's go and check it, and here you can see we have received a tick in front of the send on event. That means we have successfully turned it on. Alright, let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow, and here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the entire details of our Google Sheet, such as target audience, spreadsheet name, ID, sheet name, sheet ID, row index, primary keyword and the niche. So with this we have successfully set up a trigger over here. So once we have received all the details from our Google Sheets, then I want to use these details to generate a proper post ideas for me. So I'm going to use OpenAI to generate the post ideas, and for that I'm going to connect my OpenAI account with Pabbly Connect in this action step given over here. So in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as OpenAI. So OpenAI is a company that develops advanced AI tools and models like ChatGPT. People use OpenAI to create content, write code, answer questions, and even generate creative generative ideas. So in my OpenAI action step, I'm going to select my action event as ChatGPT, so that by using this particular model, it should generate a relevant post ideas for me. So now here to connect my OpenAI account with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your OpenAI account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection is asking me to enter the API token. So following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my OpenAI account, and from here I'm going to access the API keys given in the left side bar. And here under API keys, you can see some existing keys over here. So I'm going to generate a new key, and here I'm going to give a name to my key, that is blog post ideas. And then I'm going to select my project as default project, and then I'm going to create the secret key. So this is the API key generated, so I'm going to copy it, moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to paste the API token. Now after entering the API token, I'm going to click on the save, and here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the AI model. So by clicking on this drop down menu, you can see all the existing models available over here. So in this particular case, I'm going to select the model as GPT-4o Mini. You can select the model as per your need. And then here it is asking me to enter the prompt. So in this prompt field, I need to enter the relevant prompt that I want to give to AI to generate proper blog post ideas for me. So here let me add the relevant prompt. And here you can see I have successfully added a relevant prompt over here, where I've added some instructions for the AI and the details as niche, target audience, primary keyword or theme. So now here, instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I received in my trigger step or my previous action steps. Mapping makes a text dynamic, so that whenever we're going to receive new detail through our Google Sheets, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So for the niche, I'm going to map the niche. Here I'm going to map the target audience. Here I'm going to map the primary keywords. And now here, after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response, where we have received a message content generated, where we have received the 5 major ideas of the blog post generated. So with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. So now after generating the ideas, I'm going to post these ideas generated in my Google Sheet under the specific column named as ideas generated. So for that, I'm going to add another action step over here, and here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets. And this time I'm going to select my action event as update a cell value, so that after generating the idea, automatically that should be updated over here in my Google Sheets under a specific column. And now here to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build this connection, I'm going to select add new connection, because I've connected my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect in a trigger setup, and this time I'm going to build this connection in an action setup. So that's why I'm going to select add a new connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on the sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account. And then I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So here you can see the spreadsheet that I've created with the name blog post ideas. So I'm going to select my spreadsheet as blog post ideas, and then I'm going to select the sheet as sheet 1. And then here is asking me to enter the range. So it says enter the range of the sheet that needs to be updated here. Example C5, that is column name plus row index. So here in my Google Sheets, you can see my column is column D over here. So I'm going to enter the column as column D over here. And here for the row index, I'm going to map the row index from the response that I received in my Google Sheets. So this is the row index. So here I've manually entered the column name, because this is a static value and it is not going to change in the entire automation. And here I've mapped this row index because the row index is going to be updated as per the automation runs. Alright, so now let's move forward, and here is asking me to enter the value. So in this value field, I need to enter the values that I want to update in my Google Sheet under the specific column. So here I'm going to map the post ideas generated by OpenAI. Alright, so now here after adding all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully added the post ideas generated by OpenAI in our Google Sheets. So let's go and check it. And here you can see we have successfully added the new ideas generated by OpenAI for this particular niche. So with this, we have successfully set up our entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have selected trigger as Google Sheets and our action as OpenAI and Google Sheets. So that whenever we're going to add a new detail over here in our Google Sheets, then automatically using the details, OpenAI is going to generate the blog post ideas. And after generating the ideas, automatically that are going to be updated in our Google Sheet under a specific column. Alright, so these were the steps to how to generate blog post ideas using AI agent. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, then you can write it at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit www.pabbly.com. Now if you liked our video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.